Tom Witness 1, and today we are going to talk about the big strikeout. Now, over the last several months, there has been some questions raised about the mysterious disappearance of a conspiracy nut. Around the end of May was the last time that we heard from this individual, and I mean May of 2020. In case someone comes into this thing 6 months from now to listen to it, watch it, what have you. But anyway, the individual completely disappeared off the internet. Hasn't been a picture of him, hasn't been him saying anything on the internet in either a live or recorded video. There's been nothing. Now, on the blog and the social media account he purports to have, there have been recordings, mainly the use of one song and a video that may last up to 5 minutes, and all you see is a slideshow and maybe clips from somebody else making videos, but nothing new and current from the individual himself. Now, early on, speculation started that the person may no longer be alive. Now, it was kind of a silly speculation in the beginning because everybody thought, well, maybe he's hiding from a lawsuit that's pending against him, or he's hiding from the law because he's a fugitive from justice, or for whatever reason, he just got off the internet. But it persisted as to why he just suddenly up and disappeared. This is an individual that loves attention. He claims to be third in line to the President of the United States. He claims to be someone that helped get Epstein arrested. He claims to have found tens of thousands of children in tunnels, and he's made all kinds of wild claims. He's made claims about fish people, he's made claims about lizard people, he's made claims about clones, made claims about body doubles, he's made claims about people being sent to Gitmo. Made all kinds of wild claims. Or was it him making these claims? Because the vast majority of these claims have been made with him not around. Or the original claims that were made when he was known to be alive, well, and running around were enhanced, ballooned out. We don't know. We don't know what's real and what's Memorex, to cite an age-old commercial. What we have here is a mystery. Now, in our feeble attempt to demonstrate a proof of life, a picture was posted. Picture has a guy standing against a blank white wall wearing a MAGA hat, Donald Trump supporter, obviously, a t-shirt with wording on it stating that he's in witness protection and you don't know who he is, and down at the bottom in real small monogram of the symbol of the White House, President of the United States. And he's got black arm coverings, the kind you wear if you're out in the sun all the time and you want to protect yourself against melanoma. But, and to top it off, splattered across his face is a text message saying, "Hi Craig," which is Craig Sawyer, because this individual has had an ongoing pissing match with Craig Sawyer for quite some time. And somehow my name got drawn into this pissing match. as if I'm supposed to be some kind of liaison for Craig Sawyer or something. I don't know. I seem to get involved in this guy's conspiracy theories a lot. Kind of weird. Never met the guy, don't know the guy. He's never met me, doesn't know me. Yet he says all this stuff about me, which is why I keep concentrating on this. I have to counteract this guy's malarkey. But right now, let's concentrate on the image. Now, normally in a proof of life, usually a kidnap victim or something like that, the people concerned about the individual wants to know that the person alive is legitimately alive. And usually they require either a phone call or something. A lot of times people use pictures. They'll take a picture of somebody, they're holding up a newspaper, say today's newspaper or something, to prove that the person was alive when the picture was taken. Well, there's a problem with that. Now, these people, including the individual himself, have proven that they are experts in content manipulation. They are able to put people in pictures that weren't there. They've taken images of Donald J. Trump and put the image into pictures of them and their supporters, saying that here is Donald J. Trump talking to Phil McConnell, for instance. And we all know that didn't happen. And there's all kinds of things they do. I just did an article recently how they manipulated an image of Joe Biden in a fantastically amateurish way. And it fell flat on his face. And they've done this sort of thing for years. So putting up a picture of somebody in a t-shirt, covered from head to toe, and with his face completely blotted out, is not a proof of life. It's something more sinister, which I'll get to in a little bit here. So why won't these people make a video or do a live stream showing this individual saying something, doing something, with something in there like a newspaper or maybe a TV program in the background with the time and date on it, like CNN or Fox or whatever they choose, to show that this person's alive and well and functioning without any kind of pressure. You know, he doesn't have a gun pointed at his head, he doesn't have black eyes, he doesn't have bruises. He's fine, perfectly fine. But they won't do that. Instead, they pull this little publicity stunt with a still image of someone completely unidentifiable. There is no way to positively prove that the person in that image is who they say he is. It could be anybody. They could have paid a homeless guy to stand up against the wall and have their picture taken. You know, they could do a Photoshop. They could do any number of things. You know, these experts in image manipulation can fool everybody. Because there's always going to be that small group of people that believe anything they say. They can say anything, and these people will believe it. But that's also a weakness. Now remember, these are people that believe in clones, they believe in body doubles, they believe in hired actors, they believe in all kinds of stuff. And so if we apply what they apply to even their most recent claims to this individual, something more sinister is afoot here. And this is what I'm going to get to right now. This speculation's been going on for months about whether or not this individual's alive. And nobody's paid any real attention to it. Now, Craig Sawyer may have made a comment about it, about their speculation that the guy is either dead or committed suicide or something has happened. And for whatever reason, this triggered the necessity to publish this photograph, this image. So since we're going to speculate about body doubles and clones and lizard people and fish people, we might as well speculate about the cover-up of a murder. Could this individual be the victim of a homicide, foul play, murder, involuntary death somehow, drug overdose? What is it? What happened here? Because to do something as desperate and as sloppy as what has been done here has to open up the possibilities that an involuntary death has occurred. That for whatever reason, foul play has occurred, and the individual who is the subject of this image may no longer be alive. And by putting up this image in the manner that was done, intensifies that possibility. It creates an unsolved mystery. Now, there are hundreds of thousands of what we call armchair detectives, people that are in the true crime internet community, social media community, people that are members of websites such as Web Sleuths, who like to attach themselves to unsolved mysteries and solve a crime. The Sherlock Holmes out there and the Shirley Lock Holmes out there, who like to look into these oddball, mysterious cases and solve them. And because of this stunt that was pulled on this obscure website, true crime social media is now paying attention. There are people who have years of experience on true crime social media that are looking into this photograph. They are studying it with microscopes, quite literally, pixel by pixel, trying to figure out where the t-shirt came from, trying to figure out where those black arm coverings came from, looking to see if they're actual clothing or if they're photoshopped there to cover up tattoos or some identifying features on the arms that they don't want out there. And any part at all that they can zero in on to try and solve this little mystery, all because someone thought it would be a bright idea to post this image in the way it was posted. Rather than proving the individual is alive, they are proving that he is more likely dead, murdered, tied to a cinder block at the bottom of a lake, fertilizer in a cornfield somewhere, put through a wood chipper, any number of possibilities. Sure is giving people in the social media true crime community something to speculate, that unsolved mystery, that possibility. Now, the person or persons behind this little stunt have a choice. They can either sit back and pray that this blows over, that people will get tired of the speculation and move on to something else, or they will come out with a genuine proof of life, that they will make something that might satisfy everybody that this clown is still alive. The problem is they've dug themselves a hole, because they have come out with a series of videos over the past week or so trying to show that everything going on since the election and the confirmation and the inauguration is a hoax. It's a movie. They come out with the first lady having different pairs of shoes, people suddenly disappearing off video, generals with no badges, which I didn't know a general had a badge, all sorts of weird things. So if all this stuff about Biden and the inauguration and the White House with the lights off and everything is some kind of weird, sinister plot, then this whole thing surrounding this unidentifiable individual falls into that category. That this whole thing is a fake. It's a fake image. It's a body double. It's a clone. It's a lizard person. It's a fish person pretending to be this individual. This individual could be dead. He could be a prisoner at Gitmo. He could be running from the 2 lawsuits that are against him. He could be running from the law because he's got 4 arrest warrants against him. Has all kinds of legal problems. And so he's hiding. He's in the dark. Who knows? But this picture of this individual put up in the manner it was put up has turned the pendulum over to murder, homicide, foul play. Where's the body? Who done it? The who, what, when, and where, and why is now being brought into the fore here. These people have made their situation a whole hell of a lot worse now with this one simple act. They would have been better just to shut up and keep posting about their weird conspiracy theories and not publish this photo at all. Because now they've drawn the kind of attention to themselves that they certainly should not have wanted. Because now more and more people are looking at them as suspects in a murder. Now remember, we've already had one murder of someone, Chris Hallett, who was part of this group. They still talk about Chris Hallett. There's someone that's taken over Chris Hallett's job, purporting the same kind of nonsense. So this is all one group here. So we've already had one murder as a result of the actions of these people. And by one of their own. So it's not a stretch to weigh the possibility that this particular individual may have been murdered. And may have been murdered under the same circumstances as Chris Hallett. That somebody got mad at him, that he wasn't following the script, wasn't going down the path that they want him to go down, maybe wanted to retire or something, so they retired him permanently. And now they got a problem, because their conspiracy theories are coming back to haunt them, because all these conspiracy theories can be turned around and pushed against them to explain what may have happened to this individual. And that they were able to kill the original, make a clone, and now it's the clone running things, or a body double running things, or it's just somebody that's part of the club that put on a t-shirt, a hat, allowed himself to have his picture taken, and there was a placard slapped over his face. That's the speculation we're looking at here. This is the hole that these people have put themselves in, as their little Titanic continues to keep sinking because they struck the iceberg of truth. So dead or alive, whatever is the fate of this particular individual, it will come out eventually. It may take some time, but it's gonna come out. You know, if a murder's been committed and you think you're going to get away with murder, not happening. The best you can hope for is this is going to be an unsolved mystery, that we may never know what happened to this person. But the longer this person remains out of sight, off the grid, in the dark, the stronger the speculation is going to grow that this person is no longer alive and that he has met his fate through foul play. So the next move is up to the person running the show. What is she going to do now? How is she going to get herself out of this little mess that she created all by herself? Is there going to be a proof of life video? One that people can believe. One that people can look at and say, this is not a clone. This is not a body double. This is not photoshopped videos. That this is a real thing. That he actually is alive. Presumably well. And functioning. That's all. You know, if they had done this 6 months ago, we wouldn't be here right now. But they can't take the simple way out. They can't say, okay, you bitched at us long enough, here it is. Here's the video. Here's the New York Times. Here's CNN in the background. Here you go. He's alive. Now shut up. No, they won't do that. So every minute of every day that goes by is a stronger possibility that there was a murder, that he's no longer alive. Certainly wasn't an accident. He didn't fall asleep behind the wheel and hit a tree. That particular car has airbags all over it. He didn't fall off a cliff, walk in front of a train full of tanks, or any of that. He was murdered. That's the speculation here. So it's time, you folks out there behind this little photograph, explain yourselves. Explain why you made the photograph the way you did. Why did you make the situation worse? Why do you refuse to offer a reasonable, genuine proof of life to shut us all up? Why make this harder on yourselves? Why create this strange game? Because you just, you keep swinging that pendulum over to the side of murder. You're doing it to yourselves. We're not doing it to you. You're doing it because you're making it look by your actions that you have committed murder. Simple as that. So we wait to see what card the hoaxsters pull out of the deck to wiggle their way out of this one. They're pretty creative, so I'm going to be interested to see what they come up with next. So until that day, please like and subscribe. This is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1. Have a good week, have a good weekend, and have a good one.